If I had to start over again tomorrow, if consistently profitable me was going to go back in time and talk to the beginner me, this is what I would say. This is exactly the path on how to start trading in 2026 and get the quickest path from where you're at to consistently profitable. The first thing that I would do is I would tell myself to just give a little time to learn the basics, technical analysis, what broker to use, all the basic beginner stuff that I'm sure you're very familiar with. Here's the list right here of all the common beginner stuff that people want to know. What I would add to that list is to go out and try a bunch of strategies. Now, people get caught hopping from one strategy to another, and it actually stops them from becoming consistently profitable. But at the very beginning, you need to explore. You need to know investment strategies. You need to know swing trading strategies. You need to try out some day trading. You need to try some different things because you need to find what works for you. What is your favorite kind of trading? Do you like day trading, or is it just the thing that you think you need to make $400 in the market every single day so that you can quit your job? That brings me to the next point. I would warn myself. Scam filter. I only need to know one thing to be able to identify a scammy mentor. And that is if they tell you that you can make $400 a day in the market almost every day or every day, that's the only scam filter I need. If somebody tells you that they're a scam guru, straight up. What you're looking for in a mentor is somebody who gives you a really easy to understand, completely repeatable process that you can go out and act on and get better at. So once I've done some strategy exploration and I have a pretty good idea of what I like, maybe I like position trading, then you're going to find a specific strategy that you looked at during exploration mode, and you're just going to stick to that strategy. Because, guys, the most profitable strategy that you are going to execute in the market is the one that you're good at, the one that makes sense to you, the one that you like. It's not day trading is the most profitable strategy. In fact, most of the greats were swing traders. But it's not that swing trading is the most profitable strategy because Warren Buffett made the most money of any investor investing. So it's whatever you like. The most important part is you stick to it and you take that fully repeatable process that's easily understood that that mentor gave to you, and you just keep executing it on that one strategy, and you keep refining it and you keep getting better. That's what I would do if I had to start all over again, because that is actually what got me to consistently profitable. So I would take that strategy, I would back test it. I wouldn't go nuts back testing it. Well, if it's a swing trading or day trading strategy, I might back test 30 occurrences just to log exits and entries and look at the chart and kind of get familiar with the strategy, see what's working, what's not. The next step then is I would take that back test and I would start forward testing, which means I would start paper trading it. I would get into a simulated account and I would identify my criteria, my entry criteria, and my exit criteria, and I would take trades based on that and I would record it. And when you're first starting out, you don't have to go nuts. It doesn't have to be super fancy. Just get into a spreadsheet, record the date, the entry price, the stop price, and the exit price. Just record those four things because you just want to start getting that record going. Anything you want to add in the future can be added as long as you record those four things: the date, the entry price, your stop loss price, and the exit price. Once you start getting that record going, you can go back, and you need to do this. You need to go back regularly. It doesn't have to be often. Maybe it's once a week or once every 2 weeks, or maybe it's once a month. Doesn't matter as long as it's regular. And you go back, you open up the chart, look at the trades that you took, and review them. Now, the real magic here is in reviewing 10 or 20 trades at once and seeing what worked over 10 or 20 trades because nobody, not even me at the current state that I'm at, consistently profitable, can tell whether a strategy is working over one or two or three trades. Nobody can tell that. You need a big enough amount of trades to be able to see what's working and what's not. So this is the exact process that we teach people to build edge. Now, if I'm going to throw in a bonus thing here, because it's so common, everybody thinks, oh, if I just get my psychology right, then I would magically know when to enter and exit trades. You won't. I promise you, you won't. If you read Trading in the Zone, which is the number one book that's hailed for its market psychology, if you read it, what you're going to find is that it's not even about market psychology. This is what we teach. This is what the author of Trading in the Zone, Mark Douglas, taught. Until you've worked to build edge on one strategy in the process we've outlined here, you don't have a trading psychology problem. You can't have a trading psychology problem because a trading psychology problem, by definition, is not executing on your edge consistently. There's something psychologically that's stopping you from executing a clearly defined edge. But if you don't have edge, then you can't have that problem. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to leave you with this. Hopefully, you can learn a lot from what I would do, what I would say to myself when I was starting. If you're a beginner and you're looking to get started with trading, you're watching this video because you want to know the most efficient way to get started with trading, watch this video next. I'm putting my beginner primer trader series. In that series, I get you set up fast with a free sim account, technical analysis, a very simple trend following strategy. I want to get you into this quickly so that you can start learning right away.